Hi, this is Dee at Aloha, Astro. Let's take a look at the forecast for Thursday, July 17th, 2025, as the moon is moving into or through the sign of Aries. So, moon transiting Aries Thursday, July 17th, activates a heart awakening and a resurrection of love, especially self-love, through the overcoming of fear or the release of past pain or loss, as the moon conjunct Chiron in Aries forms a T-square aspect pattern with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius and the Sun in Cancer, as well as a trine aspect with Mercury in Leo, which is sextile to Venus in Gemini. Pluto and the Sun opposing each other in that T-square also hold the positions of the tips of the wings in a cradle angel wings aspect pattern, drawing in the combined energy of the Sun in Cancer, Pluto in Aquarius, Saturn and Neptune both retrograde in Aries, and Uranus in Gemini, assisting you to rise like a phoenix from the ashes of your past, to change and transform your present and future. Courage and fortitude are easy to access today, and as you gain clarity, set your intentions, and take actions, the cardinal fire Aries moon will move things along quickly. Late tonight, Mercury in Leo will go retrograde, but that doesn't mean you have to stop, drop, and roll. When planets retrograde, they call for you to spend more time with them in whatever house, also known as area of life, they are visiting in your natal chart. Mercury retrograde in Leo from July 17th to August 11th can be an excellent time to return to love, passion, courage, and creativity. You might discover a hopeful spark in the ashes and embers, which you can fan to a flame. So let's take a look at the overall patterns. Here you can see that T-square with the Sun opposing Pluto, and they are both squaring the moon conjunct Chiron, but we also have the same configuration going on in here with the opposition feeding into the cradle, where we have these two overlapping minor grand trines that create that cradle or angel wings pattern with the Sun, Uranus, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto. That always gives the upliftment, the hope, and the ability to transcend something. It counteracts some of the pressure and stress of the T-square, and it converts it into an active thing that brings something to the point of turning into something better. So don't despair with that T-square, even though it's a bit of a tough one, because you are meant to be brought to that point of choosing to change, choosing to look higher, choosing to transform. And then we've got Mercury, which is supporting Venus as well as the moon and Chiron. And this is the planet that will be turning retrograde at about 11:30 this evening. So definitely think about, where do you have that Leo energy in your natal chart? Check out your chart, see where Mercury's moving through, what house or area of life, is it affecting any other planets, and that's where your focus will be from now until August the 11th. Time to go back over something, but the general nature of Leo is very passionate, warm, creative, engaging, competitive even. It's very heart-centered. It's a sun-ruled sign, and it seeks to create and to play and to follow the heart. So we have the planet of communication, travel, thinking, planning in that sign of Leo. It is time to speak your heart, speak your mind, but follow your heart, especially while it is making that nice sextile to Venus in Gemini. Instead of thinking something won't work out, think, well, what if? Because we always have some what if energy with curious Gemini, and it opens up the mind to other possibilities because it is interacting with Mercury and Leo. These are both more lighthearted or childlike signs where the innocence, the hopefulness, the excitement, and enthusiasm is being sparked right now, especially by this Aries moon. Lighten up, look for perhaps going back over something from the past that you're revisiting, or if you've taken time off from love, you might want to be looking at getting back into it. If you put creative projects aside, or any hopes or dreams about what you might like to do with your career, or where you want to live, or wherever that Mercury retrograde is moving through your chart, there's the urge to fan that flame and bring that out into your life, uh, instead of being stuck in the fear, the negativity, or, oh, that can't happen, I can't have that, that'll never work. The planets that are supportive right now are saying, yes, put your attention on that, look at what you want, don't spend time looking at what you don't want. And if you have been through a hard time, or you have any things from the past that come up in your mind when you're about to embark on anything new, realize that it's a different time. It doesn't mean that history is going to repeat. One good thing about the fact that the planets are continuing to move throughout time is that you're never going to have exactly all the same configurations and interactions between the planets that you had perhaps at that last business launch failure, or that last failed relationship, or that last dream that you put on the shelf and said, oh, I don't have the money or the time to do that. That was then. This is now. You can still go backwards, but bring it into the forward, the present, and then consider how it is going to be in your future, and you will be having different transits than you had the last time. And that is the beauty of retrograde planets. They let you correct and go back over things. And now we do have Saturn, which is a very realistic planet, and Neptune, which is a very idealistic planet, both retrograde. So it may be time for some thinking seriously, really looking at the plans around your dreams and what you wish to create, and then finding out what you need to adjust to make that happen. Okay, well, take care. As always, I will be back again tomorrow.